The title of this video might be called "My Semen Got Stolen and I Might Be a Dad and I'm Caught in a Succession War Right Now." And this is not clickbait. This is actually like my life story that I told you in my recent JoJo's video, which is doing fantastic, to no one's surprise. Like, who would have thought that the beginning of a new part of JoJo's that a lot of people were excited about is performing well? I'm glad about that. But you'll notice that in the comment section, right? A lot of people are saying, Kaka, lore drop is crazy. Lore is deeper than I thought. Lore drop. But there are some comments where it's like people are saying, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, brother, what the fuck is this lore dump? There's some people that like I'm the victim. I'm the actual fucking victim here, and people are commenting and talking as if I am some sort of predator. So in this video, I'm going to briefly explain to you and go into more depth about the shit that's going on. So let me explain to you. Okay, during college days, right, I was seeing this girl, one-time hookup thing. And we had unprotected sex. But before doing that, maybe I should have been aware of something. Before doing that, she was talking about random, like, how do I explain? She talked about how she loved my features. Like, my genetics are good. Like some weird master race shit. And listen, I, of all people, am one of the most aware people, okay? I know how limited I am, and I know that I'm not the most conventionally attractive person. I'm like a hard 6.9 out of 10 on a good day, okay? There's a lot of other looks maxers out there. But when talking in the perspective of that girl, right, about good genetics, it was fetishization. She, I'm pretty sure, was a K-pop stan, right? Like the weird fucking army, like BTS, like hate drama, like they enjoy, you know? There is absolutely a group of girls that consume Korean media and think that like all Korean men look a certain way, behave a certain way, you know? And that's what she expected of me. And I guess I checked off the bingo chart. So my crazy theory, right? So let's build it up. Okay, so we meet, she's talking about all these weird things, and I'm like, okay. And she said that she's on birth control. Okay, she said that she's on birth control. So we have unprotected sex. It's during college years. It is what it is. I don't see her again for about 2 to 3 years. Jump 2 to 3 years. When walking home from work, downtown, very popular area, right? Every once in a while, like, I kind of thought about, like, dude, what if, like, she had, like, what if, like, she actually had a baby and she kept it? Because there are some advantages, social benefits that comes with having a kid, especially if you qualify for, like, the lowest, like, socioeconomic status in Canada. I think there's some sort of, like government, like, support. I'm walking home. I turn my head. I swear to God, I see a girl that looks like her. Now, I'm not confirming it. I think that this is my paranoia and schizophrenia talking. But I thought I saw a girl that looked like that one from 2 to 3 years ago. And she had a baby in her arm. And my brain was like, no, what are you talking about? This is fucking crazy, right? This is fucking crazy. There's no way that, like, that girl that I hooked up with, we had unprotected, but she said she was on birth control, but the way that she was talking about her, like, just whatever she was about, there is a non-0% chance that I had my semen snatched and she had a fucking baby with it. And why am I telling you this story? Well, first of all, no spoilers, but in JoJo's Part 4, right, the JoJo family line, it's getting all weird and all over the place. And I thought it was just like a funny incident that reminded me of, like, wait a minute, I can kind of relate to this. But after I told you my story, some people are blaming me. Dude, here's a crazy take. No, I'm not saying that what happened to me is the equal of rape, but, like, this was non-consensual. Imagine a girl, right? Like, I don't even know if you could switch. How do you even switch the fucking gender? You can't switch the gender roles because a guy can't just be having a baby. It's the woman is the one with the body. But like, she extracted my fucking semen without me knowing, and then had a baby without me knowing. Dude, I'm the victim here. Like, I'm not gonna say that, oh my God, I have mental trauma and my life is over. No, I'm sure there's actual victims of sexual assault and stuff like that. But if you really think about it, bro, isn't this crazy? So there's a non-0% chance that like I'm a baby daddy. What the fuck? And anyways, that's one part of the story. Now, to continue into the succession war, which is funny again, because we were just talking about K-drama this, K-pop that. When you watch K-drama and you see like heirs and sons and daughters of like mega conglomerate companies like Samsung, like Chaebol shit, right? And they're trying to like kill each other, and there's like political drama behind the scenes and like fucking dark triad psychology, right? This had nothing to do with the first part of the story I just mentioned. That story is a self-contained story that I hope is not real for my sake, because there could be a kid just running around. That's fucking crazy. This story has to do more with like my extended family off of my mom's side, and I want to mention it because I briefly mentioned in this video too. But I didn't really give extra context because I want to really just like put a fucking dagger to my mom's side, like uncle and aunts, because these are not family. These are actual fucking degenerate scum, okay? So two parts. Okay, first I'll tell you the succession war, and then I'll end the story with, again, my grandpa having a secret love family. Like, again, this is a three-part story, but let's get to the second one first. So, womp womp, my mom is dead, right? It happens. Once you start growing up and time passes, right? Shit happens, right? So if you're lucky enough to have your mom and dad still alive, give them a call. They're not gonna be around, right? For a long time. My mom passed away when she was 49. 49, bro. On Christmas. I'm not even making this shit up. That's what I got for my fucking Christmas, okay? I got a dead mom on Christmas. I had to make sure that the last breathing, right? I was in the palliative care and making sure that like once the breathing, we had to just call it, right? Anyways, I've explained that it sucks. It is what it is. Every once in a while, I see fucking random degenerate homeless like grandmas like smoking outside, and they're doing perfectly fine. And then my mom died at 49 despite trying her absolute best to be as like healthy as possible. But in life, you can do everything perfect and still get fucked. That's life. That's why don't take shit for granted and go live your life to the fullest, right? It is what it is. But what really is fucked up, right? Is this. Okay, let me give you the breakdown. So obviously there's the mom's side and the dad's side. So this is my mom's side, okay? The family in Korea, okay? Mom's side, okay? We have obviously grandpa, right? We have grandpa, we have grandma, right? And off of these two, we have 4 siblings, right? Hold up. We got G Pa, G Ma, okay? And off of these two, right? We have 1, like 3, 4. Now, the craziest thing is, for all my life, I thought that there was only 3 siblings. My mom, right? Unc, aunt. One day, when I how old was I? I feel like this was a time where like my mom kind of knew that like her time was borrowed, and she wanted to kind of like give extra details about what's going on, right? So it turns out there's a hidden 4th sibling who is at this time in a fucking asylum. I have a schizo aunt who is like mentally unwell and has been like put away in a fucking insanity ward. What? Okay, nice to know, I guess. Anyways, every once in a while, like now this might be confirmation bias where I'm trying to walk backwards from a preconceived notion, which might not be true. But every once in a while, I thought about like my experience with my mom growing up. She was kind of fucking crazy at times. I think that like it happens with any immigrant mother who is so stressed and they're working multiple jobs, right? And they feel like dehumanized because they can't speak the local language and they're getting shit on and bad experiences, right? And the stress builds up. I think that this is like a common thing that happens in many families. But every once in a while, I wonder, was she actually fucking insane? Did she have a little bit of that fucking gene? And I wonder to myself, I'm fucking crazy too. As rational as logical I try to present to you, I am a fucking monkey, and sometimes I crash the fuck out and do irrational things. And I wonder if I have a part of that. Anyways, this is a fucking question mark. We'll focus on this, okay? Side of the family, okay? So let's ignore the mental word here, okay? Let's go back to here. When my mom was dying, dude, my fucking grandma straight up visited, and my grandma was a G. She was rich as fuck. She was a gangster. She's not an actual gangster. She was an artist. She was like a painter, and she was like one of like the great talents in Korea for like her generation for like, I think it was like water paint. There's a really nice portrait of my younger self, like little chubby me in my home that I still hold dear. My grandma, right, came to Canada during like the last year of my mom's life, and we had a nice time. We got to go to a park and enjoy some time together, you know, play some little tennis. It was a nice time. Have a lot of fun things with my grandma, right? But and my grandpa, we'll leave the grandpa for later. I adore my grandpa. I have nothing against my grandpa. We'll leave the grandpa for story 3 coming up after this, right? So focus on the grandma and the siblings right now. The uncle and the aunt never called once. Not a single fucking time did they even try to like, we're not asking for help. We're not asking for financial support. It's just, dude, this is your sibling. This is your fucking sister and she's dying. This might be the last time you could actually like contact them and have some sort of closure. Not a single fucking call. Do you know why? Because we're caught up in the fucking succession war. Because of the money that I mentioned for my grandma, there's a lot of assets to be split between the 4 siblings. The uncle and the aunt are fucking deadbeats. The uncle he has a wife and a child. He's never had a fucking job in his life. All his life was trying random fucking bullshit, whether it be like hosting like big clubs or parties or big venues. Every one of them failed. He could not hold down a 9 to 5, and he got bailed out for grandma's allowance because grandma, she was loaded. I don't think she really took care of the kid. I don't think she raised the kids well. These were spoiled little fucking brats into their fucking 50s, actual man children. Waste of fucking life. The aunt was caught up in some sort of divorce. Apparently, she was a victim of domestic abuse. I don't know. But when I think about my experience with my aunt, when I visited Korea, and this is a very important part. I remember when I visited Korea, when I was back in like high school, senior year, college times, right? The aunt was fucking crazy too, in a way. And my mom and my aunt never really got along. And when I visited, right, Korea, right, again, this is a time when everyone is healthy. We're all just smiles. And the uncle and the aunt would like try to treat me out and say all these nice things and try to take care of me. And I thought, wow, how nice. Like, I don't even know you. You don't even know me, because how could we? We have a language barrier. I live in a different continent, and it's been like fucking, I know nothing about you people, but we're blood related. Maybe there's some ownership of family there, right? No. After I realized the event of what happened when my mom was dying and these fucking roaches didn't even try to give any like confirmation call or anything or support, I realized, oh, they're trying to fucking honeypot me. I had a lot of potential as a child, believe it or not. The biggest, best thing ever, whether it be that you're gonna be a doctor, you're gonna be an engineer, whatever. They saw a golden goose in me. So, as a young child, they were trying to get on my good side such that maybe I'd help them out, and perhaps I might have if I didn't encounter this experience. When this shit went down and they did not call at all, man. And how much money was on the line? I believe. So here's the thing, right? I forget exactly how much money there is actually just being split right now, but I think it's somewhere around quarter of $250,000. 250K. 250K in assets that was supposed to be split within the siblings, okay? That's a lot of money. It is. Because the mom is dead, right? My mom gone. Rip Bozo. What do you think the incentive is? Do you think the uncle and aunt are trying to be supportive and because like in my grandmother's will, and here's why I think that the uncle and the aunt never really came to Canada to visit, you know, our family when grandma visited. Because grandma adored me and my brother. I have a little brother, it's me and my dad now, right? She adored us. They saw the money leaving. And even though that our names are in the fucking inheritance will, right? Mom's portion would be split in 3 ways to my dad, brother, and me. They're like, nah, you're not family. There's a huge lawsuit, like court shit, international court drama happening right now. And I'm like, this is family, huh? This is family, huh? Listen, it's not a small sum of money. Perhaps in a different lifetime, maybe I would be tempted too. And if you think about it, what the fuck do they have in common with us? We don't talk. We're not really family. We might be associated by blood. But I understand the incentives of why they would fucking do that. But really? Like, goddamn, keep the fucking money. I'm doing pretty well for myself right now. And I'm gonna do even better. Not a single time, like if there was some sort of inheritance issues going on, I would never let that fucking money get in the way of family, because that's different. Like, you guys are such fucking bums. Not a single time did you even call to confirm with the mom, your sister that's fucking dying. You go out of your way to try to block us in court to receive the fucking... And here's the dumbest fucking part of all. This stupid ass bitch right here, this aunt, this fucking retard, she might be the reason nobody gets the money. So here's how it is. In the court of law in Korea, basically now we're supposed to divide up the assets, because right now it's blocked because everyone has to sign off. Uncle is honestly saying, fuck it, bro. We're gonna lose money. Because if everyone in the if everybody doesn't sign off saying we agree, you know what happens? The assets get sold off to creditors. TLDR, this inheritance no longer goes to the family. Okay? And this stupid ass bitch is so retarded that she is dying on her hill on her ego. She refuses to sign. So every passing day, the inheritance is being eaten up out of their greed. And you know what? I don't need the money. I'm doing fine for myself. But you motherfuckers, they have apartments that they're living in that they don't own. This is part of the overall assets for grandma. The longer you delay this shit, the longer you have no money, you have no assets. Your building that you're living in is gonna go poof. It's gonna be sold. Good fucking luck. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't need that $250,000. I'll make it easily by outworking everyone else. But you two, you're done. You have nothing. You're like in your fucking 50s. You have no fucking earning potential. You're done. This was their last, like, life jacket. They were waiting on grandma to die to get that last life jacket to parachute into but because of this stupid fucking bitch, it might just get eaten away. And a part of me is kind of happy. A part of me is like, you fucking deserve it, and I hope none of you gets the fucking money. I'll see you in the fucking streets. I hate them. I genuinely hate them. This was part of the story that I didn't tell in my YouTube video, right? Because no need to like go that much into fucking depth about my family fucking issues, but that was part 2 of the story. Now that we have acknowledged that I am potentially a baby daddy, and who knows if I might get caught up in some sort of succession war there, bro. What if like that baby, bro, has a fucking claim to my money? Imagine this money comes trickling down to me, my brother and my dad, and suddenly that fucking girl in part 1 of the story jumps out of nowhere because she's watching these videos and be like, wait a minute. I'm your baby. Okay, part 3 of the story. Let's talk about Grandpa. In order to talk about Grandpa, we need to extend this chart. Because Grandpa was okay, for ease of clarity here, right? Let's scribble out the, you know, this part. Let's just here. Let's do that, and we're gonna rewrite it. And so this is Gma now, and we're gonna have Grandpa on the right hand side because I need more like room. So Grandpa was like this sweet talking politician who was working into his like 80s. He was tall. He was kind of bald. He had fucked up toenails too. Why ask? Because I don't know. Because when I visited, I'd live at his place, and he would have like the most fucking rancid fucking toenails. And anyways, Grandpa was chilling. He's doing his thing. Grandpa worked in Seoul, right? Seoul, the capital of Korea. Grandma lived in Daejeon, which is a different like state, province, different place, right? Because of his nature of his political work. And Grandma's chilling, and honestly, they don't really get along. Grandpa and Grandpa, think of it like Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. I don't think they really love each other like that, but they're there because, you know, it is what it is, right? So on my grandpa's deathbed, right? On my grandpa's deathbed, our family was there, right? And this is before like mom died. Like my mom was there. Me and my mom were at the hospital, right? And the uncle and the aunt, everyone was there, right? A random dude in his like 40s shows up at the hospital room, in our private family hospital room, and he's crying. And it's and my grandma's like, who the fuck is this? Who are you? Why are you crying? Was Grandpa secretly gay? You know what? Maybe, I don't know. That's not out of the table. I don't think he was. Maybe he was bi, but this was the son. So Grandma number 2, there's who knows how many fucking siblings there are, but there's definitely a dad there. Right? I have a half dad, I guess? Because the blood is split between my grandpa? But so this guy is the one that pulled up crying in the hospital room. And that's when the cat came out of the box. He had a secret family. And I don't think anyone was honestly like upset or sad. They found it like shocking and funny. When I heard, I was like kind of laughing because it was so bizarre. Like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It was like, what? You were juggling another? And it made sense because Grandpa never really came home, right? He never came home to Daejeon. I never really saw Grandma and Grandpa together. And you know, the kids are fucking grown up, right? They're like in their fucking 40s, right? So he was focusing all his time building another family in Seoul. And the best part is, right? How many siblings exist? Like, how many different siblings and how many of their kids exist in what the fuck? You know what I mean? So there's a whole separate side of this that I just don't even know about. That they exist. Like, this is not a non-0% chance like part 1 of the story where I might be a baby daddy. There is an entire separate family out there. What the fuck? Anyways, that's it. I hope you enjoyed my story and how I'm a victim of low-key rape. Did I get raped though? I feel like my semen did though, right? Like it was consensual. You know, the sex that we had was just for fun. It's like a hookup. Yet I never consented to the baby. And if she actually took that and had a baby without my understanding, dude, I feel like that's a crime. And then you heard about my bitch ass fucking uncle and aunt who were trying to like honeypot me and trying to get into my good side. And the moment that the money was in the line, nah, all of that shit went out the window. Not a single time did they call for any sort of like help or just like solidarity as a family. Like goddamn, bitch, keep the fucking money. Like this is not family. It's fucking disgusting. Like I would never even consider like, fuck you. I hope you die homeless on the fucking street because your stupid ass is gonna keep up the fucking assets and gonna get sold to creditors. Like fuck you. Keep that fucking money. And then my grandpa's side, goddamn grandpa. Maybe one day I'll meet them. Maybe one day I won't. I don't know. Maybe all of a sudden, who knows? Maybe somebody shows up my door and says, "Hey, man, like we're actually like your family, and we just want to meet you or something." Like it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Anyways, that's it. It's time to go watch some anime.